Okay. All right. So welcome to AP Chemistry, at least the beginning of it, which is the summer assignment. And in any case, I'm your host and your teacher next year, Mr. Grodsky. And again, welcome. And the purpose of me meeting you today is to introduce my face. And number two, to understand that as I give you an assignment, I want to explain the assignment. And I want to talk about the idea behind the assignment. I know people give work sometimes, and maybe it was in middle school, maybe in those classes, who knows? And it seems to be busy work. And it's not just because it's an AP that I'm giving you an assignment, it's because I need you to be up to speed with me. We're going to start the ground running in September, and I need you to have some skills already behind you, okay, that you have obtained through the summer so that when I go hot and heavy from the first day, you know where I'm coming from. I'm going to teach all the skills that you see during the summer, but you getting used to the skills, you introducing yourself, acclimating yourself to the skills that I'm trying to teach you this summer will give you such a heads up to succeed immediately in my class. And I want to talk about teaching style. I'm not a linear teacher. We're not going to go chapter one, chapter two, chapter three, because actually I don't think learning works that way. We're going to go concepts, and I'm going to throw a concept at you, and there's going to be a lot of other concepts that are connected. Life isn't linear. If I talk to you about your job this summer or what you're doing today, all things are interconnected, and truly understanding something is truly seeing the interconnectivity of all things. And it's a little uncomfortable. The summer will be a little uncomfortable because you're going to see things that you might recognize and totally do not. I do not expect you to understand everything that you cover this summer. I just want you to just introduce yourself to them. Now, I'm not giving a grade for anything you do, okay? And I want you to give yourself a break if you don't get it all right, even if you get it half right. And I'll explain those things. Do not beat yourself up that you should understand everything. Again, it's all about acclimation, introducing, so that when I do it in class, I can connect to it and I can be like a hero. Wow, I understand it now because he did it in class. Well, you understand it better now because you tried it on your own. Okay, so in any case, I want to take you to the summer assignment and all the things you have to do to, I think, be successful. My number one goal is for you to love chemistry. That's my number one goal. Number two is to give you the best experience possible in learning about yourself. And three, to get the best grade possible on the AP. Before we get started about the summer assignment, I want to make sure you are, number one, dedicated to this process. Now, what I mean by that is when we start September, if you're taking four APs and you're taking and four is a big number, even three is a big number, you need to be dedicated to this course. I can't help but give homework, and sometimes a lot, sometimes. And I don't do it just because I want to, just because it's busy work. It's because I need you to get to the next day and connect with me. There are times you're going to have a lot from me. I try to limit that as much as possible during breaks and vacations. I tend to give none during those, but we work our tails off in between. Now, the idea behind that is that I need the time to do 30 labs. I want to do hands-on. I want you to do something in class. I want you to see demonstrations in class. It shouldn't just be me talking for 2 periods. I believe a lab period is a lab period. And there are going to be some labs that we do for consecutive 4 periods or 5 periods in a row. So that's why there is a homework component to this class. So I want to make sure you're signing up for this class and understanding that you're dedicating to this. I love this topic. I love this class. It's awesome to teach, but it is one of the more difficult topics, or I should say subjects, in the AP. All right. And I'm your guide this summer, and I'm your guide the rest of the year. The first and foremost thing I want you to understand is I believe in connectivity. So if you ever have a question from this summer into next year, email me or remind me. And I say remind, I know that we have Parent Square stuff going on, but I'm still using Remind because I do believe it's the quickest way. Parent Square right now is inundated. I have Parent Square for my kids, and I get so many messages I can't filter out sometimes. They need to work on that. Any case, so let's just go right to where I need you to go, which is my website. So I'm gonna share my screen here, and I'm gonna show you what I want you to do. So I'm gonna go to If I open up a new tab here, and I always have a lot of tabs, we're going to go is to Mr. Grodzki Chemistry.com. Okay, and I'm just going to hit click, and that's not what I want. It's not showing me that. You should get this site. All right, so this site will come up. Sometimes it takes a bit to load, and here is the first page. If you notice upper right-hand corner, okay, I've got some links here for the Zoom meeting today and for more info. Now, to get to the summer assignment, I call it Summer Institute. I don't know. I'm just trying to be fancy. That's why I do pinky up sometimes. If you go to the AP Chemistry, just going to float over the AP Chemistry. We're going to go to the Summer Institute, not the summer assignment. Now, the Institute, and you're going to click on that. Now, notice there's a lot of modules here. There used to be 10. I have cut them down. So that takes you directly to the module. I want to click on the Institute. Okay. Now, what I need you to do, so this is all the information. If you notice, the Zoom meeting right here is here. I also emailed it to you. This was, I think, last year's recorded video. I'll post this year's. Any case, I have some background information. The first thing I need you to do is, if you don't already have a private Gmail account, I need you to create one. And the reasoning behind that is I have some students who are not quite in the WHB school system, right? They're coming from East Moriches. Some of you guys might be from East Moriches. So you don't have that school account working yet. So give me a private Gmail account and put that in here so I know exactly how to contact you. I'm going to be giving some shared docs or some things that work best through the private email. Okay, so please, if you don't already have a private Gmail account, if you have an iCloud, sometimes that doesn't work, go get yourself a Gmail account. And please put your first name, last name, and give me that private email so that when I send out a shared doc or something, I could email you privately, I have where to contact you this summer. Okay. Also, the next thing, that's the first thing, I need you to link to sign up for the Remind link. That'll be for the entire year. Why do I want you on Remind? Because I can quickly say to you, hey, there's a problem with a module. During the school year, I may say there's a test tomorrow on Wednesday, and then all of a sudden I say to you, no, we're not going to have a test, but I don't want you to what? Use all your time on a Tuesday night when you could be doing something else. It's really nice. Even for the summer, I might push out something. Hey, make sure you're up to this point or something. So please sign up for that. Parents are also welcome to do that, to monitor all things that I talk about there. So you can either click on the link and or use this document. Okay. All right. So they were 10 modules. I've cut them down to 6.5, and I'll explain what they are. And you can see what's required. Okay. And so what you're going to do is, if you click on a module, okay, and again, this is all online. All right. And I know some of you might not have your laptops. I have found that they're going to reissue them first to the people that are doing a summer assignment. Obviously, you can get this done on a private computer. Some of you guys have that on. But in any case, here's the module. And this is important. The summer assignment is all online. It's at your pace. I know everyone's busy. You got jobs. Maybe you're going to camp. Maybe you're going away on vacation. So you can do this at your own leisure, but try to stay up to some of the due dates. Now, some of these due dates I will be changing. So anytime you show up to any one of my pages, please refresh. So there are some due dates here that I'm going to be refreshing and rechanging. Some of these are from last year. Okay, any case. So as you show up to module 1, notice you can jump to all the activities. So these are all the activities you're going to do. There's a module test. None of this is graded. Okay, well, I look at it, yeah, but don't get upset if you don't do well. This is unlike living environment or even AP Chem, okay? And maybe AP Bio if you're coming from there. So it's all understandable if some of this is brand new to you. And I get it. I just want you to acclimate. Do your best and move on through the modules. So the modules are set up. Here are all the worksheets. Unfortunately, I don't have the hand copies, so it really be helpful you to print some. So you might have to get some ink for your printer. I feel bad about that. I know how that is in my house. All right. Any case. Here's the notes. If you like them, you can view them. And here's the skill. Okay, you can notice you can view my worksheet. There's a key, and there's a video of me showing you how to do this worksheet. So the first activity is to do the metric system and convert between the same metric units using what I call dimensional analysis. And these are videos that I make. I'm not giving them out. So you're getting used to my voicing and the way that I do business. Then there's another worksheet, and I'm asking you to work with me. And here comes the second skill, and there's going to be me describing how to do this worksheet. And that's what you're doing here. Now, at some point, I'm going to ask you to complete a form, a Google form. Okay, so here's a Google form where you're going to answer some questions. These Google Forms immediately will give you back your answer. So they're all set on auto reply. So when you do a Google form, which is basically an assessment, I get a copy of what you did, and you'll get a copy and with a key, and you get immediate response. You notice something, party people and people that love chemistry, or mate, I'm always giving you the keys. Always giving you the keys. I believe you should have the information to know what's right. You shouldn't have to wait. So every activity I have, there's the key. And every Google form that you do, which is kind of an assessment for me that I look at, I'm not grading, okay? You put your email back, make sure it's correct, and it will send you back out your answers within a minute or so. If it doesn't send you back out your answer, do it again and check your email. If your email's wrong, it sent it to some email that doesn't exist, okay? And sometimes, a lot of times, it's going to send you back a handwritten key as well to see how you're doing. And listen, if you didn't get it completely right and you don't want to look at the key, you can make another submission. This is all at your own pace. The more that you do this, the more that you get involved with this, the better your year is going to be, the more that you get. Okay, so in any case, that'd be another activity. Activity 6, okay, we're doing a virtual lab. And we're going to look at me measure some objects. Okay, here are the written instructions. And you're going to print out the lab. I'm showing you how to do the data. Okay. And I will collect that one. All right. Any case. So you're going to follow, okay, these activities. And then there's a module 1 test. Again, same idea. Okay. You're going to do the work, and it's going to give you back out the answer. And within a minute or so, you can reapply and resubmit if you want to see if you want to make something, or you can say, okay, I understand why I got that wrong. Move on. Don't get crazy about getting something wrong. None of this matters. I know some of you guys are great students. You're used to getting everything right. You won't this summer, I'm telling you. But I just want you to acclimate yourself, okay? And then you can move on to the next module. But just remind yourself, where do I go? AP Chemistry, Summer Institute, click on it. Just remind yourself of which modules, and I will update these to remind people what are optional, okay? Now, if you want to, okay, do the optional ones. That'll only help you, but I'm telling you what is required. So I'll be looking for everyone to complete these modules. And there are due dates. These ones down here are toward the end of the summer, because guess what? We're going to be doing electrochemistry in September. So if you walk in not doing these, first of all, if you don't do the summer assignment, or you did half of it, will tell your guidance counselor, this is probably not the right place for you. Again, it's at your own pace, okay? You work where you can, work around your activities, but you've got to work, and you can't do it all in the last week. It's not going to work. Learning doesn't occur really fast in a short period of time. The best kind of learning, your brain, is learning something, applying it over a long period of time that stays as a piece of bit or information in your brain better. Okay, especially if you connect the world around. So if you're going to try to do all this in 1 week, it won't work for me as well. All right. So any case, please do your best as you go through these units. Okay. And if anything else, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always email me. Okay. Always email me, go to the contact information right there. I will, of course, respond as fast as possible. I'm keeping my email open, and I'm going to be sending you out reminders. You can also remind me too through the remind link to contact me if you've got any problems. Again, if you're doing a form, it's not sending back out, and you think you put the email in right, talk to me. Sometimes, things happen that I'm not unaware of from my perspective. Now, it's not working from your end. I know if you don't have a computer right now, and if you don't have one in the home, okay, you could actually do some of this right off your phone. Okay, so it's set up that you can actually, pinch and square from your phone as well. I know it's better to be on a computer and a lot easier. I know that they're changing the computers in the high school, so that's why I'm hoping that all my summer assignment students, my AP students, can come in earlier than most and get that new computer. And if that's an issue, let me know. Any issues, let me know. But again, the biggest thing is I love this course. I appreciate everyone who signs up for it, but it's a dedication. It's not something you can just show up for. I'm not good enough at this without your effort. And I'm going to work my tail off in this course for you, but you're going to have to meet me halfway for sure. Okay. And if you're not used to doing things based upon a classroom scenario or a class website, well, this is going to get you acclimated, because if I go to AP Chemistry, Q1, let's go week 1. All right. Now, of course, this is set up for last year. Okay. You can see this is how we do business. Okay. I'm going to jump to Wednesday. That's the first day of class. And I'm going to do this. Okay. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, what we do during the day. If I have any worksheets I give out, I have a copy here, and there'll also be a key. Now, of course, it's the first day of school. So, and then Thursday, same day, there's a key of something, video, and then notes are given. This is still Thursday, and then Thursday homework. All right. So this is how we're going to do business through the website. Okay. Now this is going to change, and you eventually get, I'm going to block all of this as I reorganize for next year. So I work exclusively through this website. I do not have a Google Classroom. And if people ask me, well, why? Because before there was Google Classroom, I started something called Google Sites, which is, I didn't start Google Sites, but I created a website through Google Sites, and I love it better than Google Sites, as you can see. All right. I think it's a much greater. And so all these videos, all these things I'm showing you here are essentially my own work. Okay. So it's all through my voicing. Any questions out there? No, it's pretty self-explanatory. Again, I don't want you to get crazy if you get something wrong. I'm going to tell you right now, I've had people who get 50s on some of these assessment forms. I'm not counting. And some of these people are getting 5s on the AP. Just shows you in the middle of the summer, I know you're not totally focused and you might not totally get it. I will make sure, and I will teach these topics again, but it really, really helps to you to try to understand these and say, oh yeah, I remember that, but I didn't quite get it. Now I do. You trying to get that initial learning, okay, makes a bigger impact when I eventually do it in class. Okay, working together is by far a better way than just me talking and saying, oh, I think I understand it. Oh, I remember I was trying that, and all of a sudden I get it. All right. And again, I can't say enough. All right. I had a couple people struggle this year because they thought they could do 4 or 5 APs and put AP Chem in that mix. Okay. And it, and they found themselves staying up too late doing homework or really struggling. So please, if things are more important, and I get it, I don't think I'm the most important class. You should do the band, the chorus, the sports, everything, but be who you are. But don't sign up for too many APs, okay, that are going to tax you thinking you can do it. This one requires, I think, a lot of focus, okay, because we are studying something you can't see. And so that's a pretty, it's an idea that people sometimes have a tough time understanding. All right. If there's not any questions, again, the assignments are open. The best thing, the first thing you need to do is make sure you sign up with your Gmail account. And again, please refresh your pages, because I will change due dates. Now, due dates are soft. Okay. What I mean by that is I'm giving you suggestions of where this could be. Okay, if you're a good worker and you're gonna go away for 2 weeks and come back and get on it again, you can. But again, going back to where we were, again, if you get lost in the sauce here, all you need to do is go to do these links on the top here, AP Chemistry. Forget the summer assignment, go to Summer Institute, just click on that, and toward the bottom shows you exactly, make sure you go through the remind. Okay, the email setup, this is exactly what which ones you have to do. I will put in for module 3, 4, and 5, and the optional to remind you if you go through them. All right. So again, have a great summer. Be you, but try to work in between your activities, inside, or a cool day or what have you, and get these modules done. I can't say enough. Other classes, people have told you this, that there are schools in the South that start, second week in August. So it's an AP class. So they've had 3 weeks of learning before we get back in. The AP test, okay, is in first week in May for everybody. So think about that. So the idea of the summer assignment, we kind of get, we level the playing field, so to speak, by putting this work in a little bit. And again, it's not graded. It's at your pace. If you feel like you need a question for clarity, again, please email me. I will respond as fast as I can. Okay. So again, good luck, and please be in touch about any problems or any questions you have. I will be checking to see where people are, and at certain times I will shoot out a reminder to say, hey, unfortunately, there's 3 weeks left. We got to get on some of these things. All right. And again, don't be doing this all in the last week. It doesn't work as well. All right. Any questions? Compliments? Just kidding. All right. Have a great summer. I'm really looking forward to it. I know I'm crazy. The 67 days left of the summer, but looking forward to doing it. Again, contact me with any questions. All right. Have a great day, great summer, and we'll see you soon. Take care.